Good morning and welcome, sports fans. Happy Monday. Welcome to another edition. The first Family of Las Vegas' daily free winner show, brought to you by the best website on the planet, your one-stop sports betting shop. I'm revved up today. Sports Memo, guys. Guys, here at the First Family Show, we are dedicated to bringing you the best cappers in the world, and we mean it. All right, we have cappers contributing to the show every day of the week from Greece, Tokyo, Southeast Asia, Mexico, Canada, and even the tropical locale of Detroit. We have a great show today with a panel of very special guests. Let's bring them on. They're a good-looking bunch. You know, I always look forward to Monday. Let's go around the horn. The Iceman cometh, Mr. Jesse Schule, my good friend Moneyline Matt, and Tokyo Brandon. I've got to say, good morning, Jesse. How are you today?
Doing great, Joe. Always nice to be with you on a Monday.
You know, don't tell the rest of the guys that are on the show, Brandon, Matt, and Jesse. This is my favorite show of the week because I get to start the week off with you guys. And it's always fun for me and enjoyable for me because it's just, I do a lot of fluff on Mondays. We BS about the weekend and stuff. But it's such a fun, enjoyable show that because I love you guys. Good morning, Matt. How are you?
Good morning. It's good to be back. Had my birthday weekend. I appreciate all the birthday wishes from everyone. And got an NBA playoff already. Got another NFL playoff tonight, so I'm ready to roll.
So Moneyline Matt, I don't know if Tokyo Brandon knows this. He is now able to get into an R-rated movie. We love him.
Yeah,
I am 4 times that age.
Yeah, it's very exciting.
It sucks getting old. Good morning, Tokyo. Well, good evening, Tokyo Brandon. How are you today?
It's evening there for him.
Yeah, it's in the middle of the night. Yeah, me and Jesse, we got it tough. But yeah, doing great. It was a good weekend. And Matt, congratulations turning 18. And Joe and I are probably about the same age, so yeah, it's nice. It was a good weekend. We'll get into the details later, but happy to be here on a Monday.
Brand, I believe I'm 2 years older than you. You sent me something about when you graduated high school, and I graduated a couple of years before you. Well, maybe I'm just brilliant, and I would skip a few.
Maybe we can share some of those pictures we've been sharing with each other.
I said. Well, I can't share the ones Jesse sends me. He's in a Speedo. Tokyo Brandon and I, guys, if you go to Twitter, and his Twitter, and we'll go through this again, is at JP Baseball TV. He's got a picture of himself from back in the day. And I got to tell you, it's back in the day. And, if you date yourself, which, and you show like your pictures of high school when you're about our age. We had Cavaricis, and we used to tease. It used to take me longer to do my hair then than it does Dionne now. So that's what hence I love.
Maybe we should do a little collage thing of us now and us then. Except the only difference is when we do Moneyline Mats, he's going to be a baby compared to where he is now. He's going
to have his sonogram picture up. I love it. It's funny though. It's funny because you look back but at good times, and Tokyo Brandon has a picture. So I sent him a picture of me Guido'd out with Cavaricis on, my hair up to here in front of a Cadillac. I love it.
Guys, in Vegas too, not New York.
I do it. But by the way, on a side note, Dionne and I have been together for a long time, and I love my wife, and she loves me, And when she asked me, hey, what do you want to do? Anything special? I said, yeah. Put too much eye makeup on and tease up your hair. That does it for me. So let me tell you, it still does it for me, guys. Forget about dressing up like Wonder Woman, which we've tried that. But no, I'm just kidding. Just a hint. Halloween's coming. But all right, enough fluff, guys. You know how I start every show. Good morning, honey.
Good morning. Happy Monday.
Happy Monday. Now, guys, real quick. Dionne says I was driving her crazy this morning. I made her late. She still got to post games and everything. And I said to her, Dionne, if there's any problems with me and my behavior, just look to the cup. I am the boss. Okay.
I let him think he's the boss.
Yeah, but when she dresses like Lita Ford, she becomes the boss.
She's got a great Lita Ford story for you after the show. She walked in her changing, caught her buck naked about 3 years ago. Man, and she didn't take any pictures. I'm so pissed. Anyway, guys, real quick, I'm sporting my Michael Ray Richardson old throwback jersey for you guys. He was one of the best players in the NBA, 4th overall pick in like 77, 78, 78. He had a little drug problem, got banned, and wound up being like the best player in like the CBA and some other league. And some other thing. A lot of fluff today. Detroit. Matt, you're from Detroit, correct? Funny fact this morning about Detroit. I never knew this. If you are in Detroit, Brandon and Jesse, I never knew this, and you go south, you then hit Canada. Can somebody explain that to me? Matt?
So, like, when you cross the bridge, you're saying?
No, it says I read a fact that you actually have to go south from Detroit to hit, and you hit Canada.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, but Canada's above us. I still don't get it.
Well, I mean, it hooks around as well if you kind of like look at it a little closer.
So technically, you're a Canadian.
He's a Canadian.
No.
Okay.
No.
All right. Couple other things. We had wins here. We were.
But if Canada ever decides to attack us, Detroit's the first place they're taking.
Can I tell you something? Nobody will even lose a minute's sleep over that. Detroit. I'm just kidding. I love you, Matt. Guys, we had some wins here in Vegas. 65-mile-an-hour winds. Last time I saw winds like that, a house fell on my ex's sister. It was crazy. My backyard still looks like downtown Beirut. It's not pretty. We got to fix it up today.
Well, every time we fix it, the wind starts blowing again and it moves everything else around. So.
A lot of fluff today. I'm sorry. We're fluffing up. I'm happy to be here. One more last thing. I don't know if you heard this, Moneyline, Matt, but Christian McCaffrey, I heard in the locker room, this isn't a joke, was already pissed and wants out of San Francisco. Did you hear that?
Wait, are you being serious?
I heard it. It was a rumor that he went into the locker room, was not happy. And he's not a complainer. He was always a team player. Heard he wasn't happy. Now, how true it is, how not.
He went to Stanford. He should be happy there.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you.
I mean, I know
there really ain't too much of a difference right now between how Baker Mayfield was playing and Jimmy Garoppolo was playing. So
pretty much the same thing. I loved your tweet, Joe.
It is. It's ugly. But thank God I had KC. Guys, before we give out free winners for today's card, we're going live, so the floor is open. If you have any questions or comments, we'll try to get to them during the show. We've got some discounts. We're going to go right to free plays. I fluffed it up for 5 minutes, guys. I just love Mondays because I love joining all you great people out there on a Monday with Jesse, Matt, Tokyo, Brandon, my wife. Dionne, tell us about the discounts.
Yeah, so don't forget today is $9 Monday over at Sports Memo and WagerTalk. You can get $9 plays from any of your amazing handicappers that you follow. And also tomorrow, you know what tomorrow is?
Tuesday.
Tomorrow is Tuesday. That's right, $2 Tuesday. Featured cappers is going to be myself, Moneyline, Matt, and Dr. Chuck. You can get us $2 a piece, or you can get all three for just the low price of $5. And we also have a new special that's going on starting today. It's an all-access pass for anybody over at Sports Memo. Any of your favorite handicappers. You get 3 days for just the low price of $49. All you have to do is use code FRIGHT3 upon checkout, and that gets you 3 days, $49. And right after the show, don't forget to head on over to the deals page to find some amazing discounts that are going on from some of your favorite cappers.
All right, guys. I'm proud of me, by the way. Only 5 minutes of fluff for a Monday. Usually I go 3 times that. We got some questions up there. I'll take in a minute. But without any further ado, my good friend Tokyo, Brandon, who, by the way, it's late at night down in Tokyo. And, I appreciate him coming on Monday. He's been a fan favorite now for the 3 or 4 weeks. He's been contributing to the First Favorite Show. And he is going to be missing next week, but he wouldn't let us down this week. But I told him that I tell all of our favorites, like Matt and Jesse, this is like the mob. Once you're in, you can't leave. So he will be back in 2 weeks. He ain't going nowhere, guys. He's going to be back on the First Family Show every Monday because I love him. I love this is going to sound a little perverted, but I love waking up with Brandon. It's great stuff. He's doing some great work over at WagerTalk, guys. Number one the last 30 days in college football and profit. He is just killing it, And last week on the show, I think by the time we did the show, you already had 2 or 3 winners in, but for that day, which is great. He is a fan favorite of ours, and he's a favorite of all of you, and he's a favorite of Dionne and mine. And he's doing great work over at WagerTalk. And he's going to tell you what he's been doing, what he's going to be doing on the premium side. He's got a free winner for you, but he's going to stick around for the show. So if you have any questions for him, fire away. Brandon, the floor is yours.
So this week, actually about 2 hours ago, I just got 2 more winners. KBO, Korean baseball, I won my play there, and Chinese basketball, I just won a total under 195.5. So those are two good things going on. But last weekend in college football, I went 8-3. So now I'm the number 1 college football capper in the year 2022. I don't know why my camera is switching to blue and white, but don't worry about that. Today, we're going with Notre Dame and Syracuse. That game, are we ready to give out the play, Joe?
Sure. Absolutely.
Okay. All right, let's do it. Look, Syracuse has played some serious teams. They almost beat Clemson last week. And Notre Dame has played UNLV, Stanford, BYU, and Cal. And Notre Dame, look, Syracuse is scoring 33 points a game against legit competition. Notre Dame is allowing only 21 a game, but that's against UNLV and Cal. The team total for Syracuse is 23.5. Way too low. They just scored 21 on Clemson, one of the best teams in the nation. So I'm going with the team total, Syracuse team total over 23.5 in this game. That's my best play of all the plays I have this weekend. I'm offering my entire package for $9 until midnight Monday night. So go to Tokyo Brandon's page at WagerTalk.com and you will find that whole package for $9.
Wow.
$9. You can't beat that with a bat for the number one cap of the last 30 days in college football over at WagerTalk. Brandon, it's always a treat to have you here, and we love you. We really do. And I messed up the order already, guys. I'm so excited. Matt was supposed to go first. I'm sorry, Matt. I got so excited. But, I got to say, Brandon, we do have a question for you. You're going to think about it. I want to put you on the spot. But we had a question. Somebody wants to know if we're going to be blessed with a Tokyo Brandon song sometime during the show. Now, this is news to me. I don't want to put you on the spot, but maybe Groovy Meister will get to that by the end of the show. We'll see. Maybe we'll put him on the spot by the end of the show. Maybe I'll think of a song. I just didn't want to put him on the spot. Well, if we can chat with each other in a private chat. He goes, Joe, what the heck did you do to me? Then I'm not going to put him on. But I love Brandon. You love Brandon. Number one, college football the last 30 days over in profit over at WagerTalk. Guys, after this show, you got to go follow him. His entire card for $9.
$9.
This is
That's
just
amazing.
Astounding to me. This is why I love the integrity of the cappers that you find in Sports Memo on WagerTalk. These guys were handpicked. They just didn't throw a bunch of guys on the site and go, let's weed out the bad ones. They were handpicked. The integrity. Now, Tokyo Brandon, number one, last 30 days of profit at WagerTalk in college football. He could price gouge you. He could rise the prices up, and you'll probably follow him. But he doesn't want to do that. I love that about you, Brandon. Thank you. Now, Matt, I am sorry. I go out of order today. Matt had his birthday weekend, and, I figured, let's give him a break because I'll tell you what, after my birthday weekend, man, I was incoherent for about 3 weeks. So I like that.
I don't even remember your birthday.
Yes, I do. Don't say that. I'll drink to that. Oh, no, not true at all. Guys, Moneyline Matt, I always enjoy sharing a panel with him. I've got to tell you, I do find him to be one of the sharpest minds in sports betting today. His breakdowns and analyses. I've worked with the best in this industry, and I put him right there with the best that I've ever worked with in 20-some years of documented handicapper and all the guys I worked with, the icons in this industry. Moneyline Matt is right there. He's going to tell you what he's been doing, what he's going to be doing, and he's got a nice free play winner for you. His free plays are killing it. Guys, so let's get Moneyline Matt on. Moneyline Matt, here you go.
Yeah, I appreciate it, Joe. Always great to be on the First Family of Las Vegas show. Had a great weekend. In terms of betting, kind of a frustrating weekend for me. Broke about even. Hey, what up, Eric? Shout out Detroit, baby. But had a weekend where we just about broke even. We went 3-4 in the NFL. We had a 4-4 day yesterday because I had Damian Lillard points yesterday as well. Anytime Damian Lillard plays the Lakers, check out his point total. He tends to always kill the Lakers. But again, I do have a play tonight with the Chicago Bears and the New England Patriots. What I'm going to talk about here, though, is going to be the total in the Bears versus New England Patriots game. When talking about it was 40.5. Now it's down to 40, it looks like. But this is a game where both teams are very similar stylistically. When you look at the Chicago Bears, they rush the football. Well, they're both top 6 throughout the entire NFL in terms of rushing the football. The Bears love to lead it off with David Montgomery. And then Justin Fields, any chance he gets, he's going to take off with his legs. Then when looking at the New England Patriots, they have Rhamondre Stevenson, who has been playing very well as of late. Been good rushing the football, been good catching it out of the backfield. And then they're also going to get Damian Harris back this game on top of that. When looking at the weather for this game, I've gotten somewhat mixed reports. It does look like it's going to be somewhat windy. Could be a little bit of rain as well, which could help to push the under in addition to that. Then when looking at the New England Patriots and Chicago Bears, these were two teams where throughout the entire season, I was expecting them to be under teams. The New England Patriots are 3-3 to the under this year, and the Chicago Bears are 4-2. So the Patriots about even. The Bears have been hitting the under at a good rate. As of late, though, the past 4 weeks, the Patriots have been going off on offense with 26 points, 27 points, 29 points, and 38 points. I don't think this offense is as good as they've been showing, especially with Bailey Zappi. I do like the kid. He makes some good throws. He seems good under pressure and maybe even creating a potential quarterback controversy. But I do believe the Patriots are due for a correction game here. I think the Chicago Bears have been playing better in terms of rushing defense with Raekwon Smith. I think they need to stack the box in this one and try and just go after the rushing attack. And, the Patriots don't have that many weapons on the outside with guys like Devontae Parker, Jacoby Myers. They run a lot of 2 tight end sets with Jonnu Smith and Hunter Henry. So for me, I do think this is a correction spot for the New England Patriots. I see like a 2017, 2013 finish here. If I were to decide anywhere on top of that, I'd go with the Bears and the plus points as well. I think when you have low totals like this, it's harder to separate and cover those spreads. So because of that, I would be with the under in this one. And if I had to choose a team, I'd be with the Bears plus 8.5 on top of it.
Great stuff from Moneyline Matt is under, and he's with the Bears if he has to choose a team. Great stuff, Moneyline Matt. Moneyline Matt's going to have some premium plays up in NFL. You're doing some other sports too right now. Are you? Are you in NBA right now?
Well, honestly, like my bread and butter has always been the NBA. I was a pro NBA DFS player. That's what got me started in sports gambling and everything like that. So I kind of take I have a different outlook, I guess, when it comes to NBA. I do a lot of player props. I'll bet, if a player is projected for 25 and I think he's going to go for 30, I'll take the plus money play at plus 140 if he's going to go out for 30. So I'm a little bit different with NBA just because of my DFS style. But I do put up a lot of NBA plays every week. I'd say close to like 15, 20 sometimes.
Yep, I got you, buddy. Great stuff from Moneyline, Matt. Thank you, Matt. By the way, we got some people that absolutely love you because Detroit is in the house. That's just great stuff. We have we have the best darn followers out there.
Shoot.
What's that?
I must have said the over. I meant the under. I'm sorry.
That's okay. I thought I made a mistake in the beginning and put I just took it out and I left it up there. So he meant the under. You know what, guys? It's a Monday morning. I messed up. I had a typo. I went out of order already. Moneyline Matt. Understand, he's still reeling from his birthday weekend. Yeah. But his analyses and breakdown are amazing. I put him right there with anybody in the business. Go over into the show. It's bread and butter. Every time you talk about food, Jesse and I get hungry. You can't do that to us. We're big foodies. Guys, his bread and butter has been the NBA. Great NFL, UFC. He's the winner after the show. Take advantage of the best customer discounts in the business. Go follow Moneyline Matt. He also is going to stick around. You got any questions for him? Brandon, Jesse, Dionne, and myself. By the way, I really do feel like I'm dating Snoop Dogg today. She looks like a gangster rapper. Looking at Dionne and Joe. I love it. Guys, I am very excited about the First Lady of Las Vegas today because she was a little under the weather last week. She missed a couple shows. I'm glad she's back first, and that's the most important thing. But you swept the board yesterday in how many different sports? Three different sports went perfect. Her Saturday games did well. Another big game winner. You're killing it. Mm-hmm. If I'm not mistaken, 2 D'Amicos occupy the top 3 spots in the NBA. And, it's the first time 2 D'Amicos are in highlights, and they're not defendants in a RICO statute case. It's true. It's funny because it's true. Dionne's doing great work, and, she was under the weather last week, and she still pulled out an amazing winning weekend. 3 sports for you guys. She's going to tell you what she's been doing. She's going to tell you what's going on the premium side. She's got another free play winner in our free play. We're going on 3.5 months, over 80% on all the shows combined. You did another good job on the Family Affairs show this week.
I did. On the Family Affairs show, I went 2 and 1. No, I went 1-1. I'm
1-1, but you're free. Yeah, okay. All right. But your underdog outright money line came in or no?
It did.
It did. You're great with those underdogs. I'm sorry, guys. It's a lot of fun today. I'm babbling. I usually babble, but I'm having a good time with Brandon, Matt, and Jesse. Look at Jesse. You're right, Brandon. He looks like a Scottish golfer. He looks great though. He's a little scruffy. But he's a good-looking son.
But I'm digging it.
He really pulls off that cap. You got to send me one, Jesse, for Christmas. That's what you can get me. Give me that. Matt's actually going to cut off some of his hair and send it to me as next year. I love him. Let's go to the First Lady of Las Vegas. She'll tell you what she's been doing, what she's going to be doing on the premium side, and another free winner for you. Dionne, take it away.
Thank you. As Joey did mention, Saturday I did split out in college football, but my 5% college bookie buster won outright with Liberty crushing BYU 41-14 as a 7-point underdog. And this Tuesday for my $2 play, I will also have another 5% play up, so you're not going to want to miss that. But the best deal is to go ahead and get the 3 of us for the $5. You can get mine, Moneyline Matt and Dr. Chuck for $5. Yesterday, I did go perfect 3-0 yesterday in in NBA, NFL, and hockey. So make sure you head on over to the site later after the show because I will have 2 games posted for $9 for $9 Monday. I have my NBA Crash the Boards and my NHL Monday Moneymaker. So make sure you go over there right after the show. And I'm going to go ahead and jump right into my free play for today. And once again, this season, it's okay. The Boston Celtics are heavily touted to be a contender for the Eastern Conference title. And so far, they have not disappointed. You got to quit touching my leg. They have victories at home against Philly and took on the road to win in Miami and Orlando. They now travel to the United Center to face the 1-2 Chicago Bulls. While Chicago started the campaign with the win and cover down in Miami, they lost 2 outings pretty badly. They took a loss in Washington 3 days ago and followed up with an embarrassing 30-point defeat at the hands of Cleveland right here on their own home court. These 2 teams only met twice a season ago, with Boston winning both straight up and splitting out against the spread. Jason Tatum, he stands alone in franchise history as the player with the most points through 3 games. He has accounted for 104 points in those 3 outings. The Celtics rank in the top 10 in just about every major offensive category, with the Bulls ranked 29th or even 30th in quite a few categories on defense. I just don't see them slowing down Tatum and the high-flying Celtics offense. We're also going to see a huge disparity on the boards here, particularly when Chicago is shooting. I don't see them getting many second-chance opportunities against the 3rd-ranked Boston defense rebounding unit. The Celtics are 8-3 ATS the last 11 meetings in Chicago, 21-7-1 ATS the last 29 games played on the road, and 20-8 ATS the last 28 games played following an ATS loss. And by the way, the Bulls have failed to cover the last 7 straight at home. So go ahead and lay the price with Boston.
First lady of Las Vegas is the Boston Celtics minus the 6. And it's a great breakdown. After the show, make sure you follow the First Lady of Las Vegas over at Sports Memo. You're going to follow her to the bank. She's perfect in NBA right now.
Perfect in NBA.
Killing it in college football.
Yep.
Killing it in baseball.
Yep.
Killing it everywhere. Killing it in hockey. God, I love you. And you're killing it in life because you married me.
Oh, of course. And I'll have both my plates
you know what I did
right
like? You know what I did like about her analyses? And I don't critique the guys on the show. I always, because I don't. What I really do like about her analysis, how she mentioned second chance opportunities, because to me, that's one of the biggest things that sway my look at handicapping the NBA is second chance points. You know, how good is one team on the offensive glass as opposed to the other team on the defensive glass? And I love that. I absolutely love that. Really good analysis and breakdowns, man. I don't know why I married you. Guys, my good friend, Jesse Schule, is hot as a firecracker. They call him the Iceman, but he's scorching books. And he does it. And he does it at the beginning of every season. And, you know, I've been friends with Jesse for at least, a dozen years, maybe longer. And we became friends because of our mutual respect for one another. And then we got to work with each other on a couple of brands and had some fun. And now that we are panelists regularly on a lot of the Sports Memo TV shows, we do have a lot of fun and we are very entertaining. I would say he's one of the more charismatic cappers in the business. But he walking like he talking. He is a winner. And I love working with Jesse and kicking off the week with him. Always, I know that we're going to have a good show, and I look forward to it. You know, sometimes the start of everybody's work week, they go, oh, God, I got to go to work. It's Monday or whatever. Not when Jesse's on the show. I look forward to working with him. He's going to tell you what he's been doing, what he's going to be doing on the premium side, and he's got another free winner for you. Jesse, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Joe, and thank you for the kind words. I certainly feel the same way. Look forward to being on the show every Monday morning, especially when Dion's here. You know, I didn't get to break out the Mr. Perfect outfit this weekend. I was this close on Saturday, went 6-1. The one loser was Kansas State. They were up big early in that game. Quarterback went out injured, and they blew it late. But, you know, my $2 Tuesday play was a big play on the Baltimore Ravens to win the first half and the second half, and that came in. So I think customers were well taken care of this weekend again. We're looking to keep it rolling next weekend, so follow me for sure. Monday Night Football, I am looking at a player prop bet. This one is the same one that Dr. Chuck gave out last Friday, if you guys remember. It's the Rhamondre Stevenson anytime touchdown. And the reason I'm looking at this tonight is because of the matchup with the Patriots facing the Bears. Supposed to be a little bit of bad weather. The Bears defense is actually not that bad against the pass. They only give up about 178 passing yards per game. Really bad against the run, giving up 163 rushing yards per game, one of the worst in the NFL. Stevenson has been very productive, ran for 76 yards and 2 touchdowns on 19 carries versus Cleveland. Before that, 161 yards on 25 carries versus the Lions. He was benefiting from the injury to Damian Harris. Harris is now back, but I believe that Stevenson is the better of the two backs. I believe he will continue to get his fair share of carries, and I think there'll be plenty of carries to go around tonight, given that the best way to attack the Bears is probably running down their throat. The game script also calls for New England to build a lead and then try to kill the clock, which means more run for Stevenson. So Stevenson to score a touchdown, -130.
Great stuff from Jesse, the Iceman. Schule, they may call him the Iceman, but he's scorching books. He's a $2 Tuesday capper with you tomorrow, correct?
No, he's not.
He was last week. I'm sorry. Jesse is killing it in multiple sports, and maybe he didn't break out the Mr. Perfect outfit, but he was near perfect. And I will tell you that the way he's hitting this college and pro football for 8-9 weeks now has been off the charts. After the show, follow him. Doesn't matter if it's in NBA, if it's on the ice in hockey, or if it's on the gridiron. Jesse is a winner. Follow him. You're going to follow him to the bank, guys. Adjust the headsets. Adjust the volume. I'm ready. I'm excited. And forgive us. Dionne and I are a little off our game today. I'm messing up the things. But you know what? We're having some fun, and we're giving out some good, solid content. So like I said, I'm excited today. I've got another free winner. My free winners are killing it.
They are.
Absolutely killing it. I think 7-2 the last 9 or 8-2 the last 10 on Sportsman. We're having a great day.
You went a perfect 2-0 on the family affair on Friday, and I believe you did really good.
By the way.
And I believe you did really good on your games on both football shows this week.
I did very, very well, and once again, the best big game capper on the planet. Well, I'll tell you about that in a minute. But how can I not always win when I'm married to you, baby? I love you.
Aww. So
let's go for this, friends. Once again, this past weekend, the best big game hunt on the planet got you paid with big game releases. My big games went 3-1 over the weekend. I'm just on the gridiron. Tell you about the basketball in a minute. And for the season, although I'm just starting to really heat up now. I've already spotted several lines that I love for this upcoming week in football. You can bet your book that I'm going to have a couple of 5% and a 10% play posted in the next few days for you. I want you to know my big games this season, documented, are over 85 to 9. They're over 85% my big games. My higher rated plays, my games of the month, all hitting. And I'm starting to heat it up overall with my, I would say regular plays, but the 4% and whatnot. The NBA, as far as the NBA goes, I started the season last year 3-0, 6-1, and 15-4, and never looked back this season. Guess what? Just as hot, baby. 5-1 documented on my premium releases. I'm excited about this NBA season. I swept the board the last several days in a pro basketball. Today, I continue to win for you. I've isolated just one big winner for you, my NBA fast break play. This is my first fast break play of the campaign, but they are riding a 39-14 run. I posted over at Sports Memo. It's $9 Monday, so you got to get it for $9. So as far as my free play winner for today, and we are going to win it. And I want to touch base on the line at the end of the analysis. For today's free winner, we start off the week with a big NBA moneymaker. Let's go to the Toyota Center as the Utah Jazz visit the Houston Rockets. With the departure of several big names on the Jazz roster, not many out there felt they would be very competitive, especially in the beginning of the season. Well, they're off to a 3-0 start, both straight up and against the spread, by the way. And all three of those games are underdogs and one outright. Throw into the mix that they have won and covered both road contests this season. And you've got to like their chances here tonight against the Houston Rockets team that has lost 11 consecutive, going back to the end of March a season ago. These two teams met just a few nights ago in Houston with Memphis winning 129-122. I want to talk about the line in that game. The game did close 7.5 at a couple of books, but most of the day was 5.5. They went to 6. I'll tell you that. So a lot of people got that as a winner if they played this team. So I was just amazed that Houston opened up a favorite earlier this morning. Now, just before the show, I did want the Utah Jazz plus 1.5. Just before the show, I go in and I check the current lines. We want to give you the most up-to-date lines. And Utah went back to -1. But I want to go back to the odds makers making Houston a 1-point favorite real quick on the opening. I couldn't remember the last time I laid points with the last time we laid points with the Rockets. So I looked it up. You want to know when, guys? December 18th last season. All right. So that's what the odds makers really thinking. They're looking to trap you in this one, I'll tell you that. Once again, the Jazz lead the NBA in scoring. They average over 125.7 a game. They hit nearly 40% from downtown. I just don't see the 30th ranked Rockets defense, which is allowing 123.7 a game right now, to put up too much of a fight here. Utah 4-1 ATS the last 5 in Houston. I like the Jazz. I'll be honest with you. I like the Jazz anything up to 3, 4, 5 points in this matchup. I really do. Let me bring everybody back on. We've got a couple of quickies because you know me. What keeps our marriage fresh for 22 years is a morning quickie. I can't help myself. MLB show schedule is going to come out later today. We'll put that on social media for you. We'll let you know what days this week. We're going to be featuring the MLB Full Count show. Dan Alexander does the Sports Memo Today show Tuesdays and Fridays. The NBA Triple Double Moneyline Matt's on that show Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. We also have the College Football Forecast show Thursdays and the granddaddy of them all, the Pro Football Forecast show Friday afternoon. This Friday morning, oh my goodness, you're going to get 2 shows in one. The Family Affair show with Ralph and Jeff Michaels is wonderful. All right, we're going to continue to do that. But after that show, we're going to roll into the First Family show. Jesse used to be a Friday regular, and so was Ross Benjamin. We'll see whoever else is. So we're going to have like a double dose of Joe and Dionne on Fridays. We're looking forward to that, guys. Twice the amount of content, twice the amount of laughs, but twice the amount of winners. Okay, so tune into the First Family show and wake up with Joe and Dionne every morning. Tune into Sports Memo, WagerTalk TV for the best betting insights and tons of free winners. Dionne's got a couple of discounts. We're going to get some comments from the viewers, some closing comments from our crew on the show today, and then run down the free plays. Now, we're going to get out of here, and I'm going to go take a speech remedial course because I'm babbling everywhere today. Dionne, can you take it away?
It's the 2 pots of coffee.
It's the 2 pots of coffee, guys. As a matter of fact, wait. Somebody
said they're
somebody said, "What are you drinking,
right
Joe?"
now.
I was me. Somebody said, "What are you drinking, Joe?"
Oh.
And I said, "I'm drinking. I got a triple shot of Cuban espresso." So I'm a little zippity doo dot up, my friend. I love it. Brandon's already. He always made his laugh is infectious. Dionne, tell us what.
Yeah, so today is $9 Monday over at Sports Memo and WagerTalk. So head on over to the site and get $9 plays from all of the amazing cappers today. And tomorrow is $2 Tuesday. You can get $2 plays from myself, Moneyline, Matt, and Dr. Chuck. $2 a piece, or you get all 3 for just the low price of $5. And starting today, we do have an amazing special going on right now. You can get a 3-day all access from any capper on Sports Memo for just $49. All you have to do is use code FRIGHT3 upon checkout.
I love the ghosts on the emojis. Damn God.
I know, it's adorable, isn't it?
Cute.
So 3 days, any capper, $49. FRIGHT3 upon checkout. And also make sure you head on over to the deal page right after the show because some of your favorite cappers have some amazing deals going on right now.
Okay, before we head down and run through the free plays today, we had a lot of comments. So people want to know what I'm drinking. Do I just say my favorite today? I love these guys. People, darn, I can't find. A lot of people are looking at these games. Somebody said something. Jazz short line off 2 overtime games. I would go Rockets. D, I appreciate your point of view. I really do. I understand what you're saying. I just really feel that this team is loaded in Houston. I think the odds makers were looking to trap a lot of the public out there by opening them a favorite. So I like the other side. I'll tell you what. If you like it Moneyline, fine. I'll tell you what, my friend, a friendly dinner bet when next time you come to Vegas. And if the Jazz win, you buy me dinner. We're not going any place with paper napkins. And if I win, and if the Rockets win, guys, I'll take you out too. I'll take you anywhere you want in town. But I love these people, and I love their and guys, we don't have a problem with you disagreeing with us at all. It's when you guys say, you guys don't know what you're talking about. And then people like Jesse and myself go, well, you want to bet money on it. And then nobody answers us again. Right, Jesse? Am I right with that?
I've done it before, Joe, and I'll do it again.
Absolutely, and we don't have a problem with you disagreeing with us. So not always, and this is what I love about the Sports Memo and WagerTalk cappers. Brandon, I'm sure you see this over with the amount of content you do on WagerTalk TV. And Matt, you're doing a ton of stuff, Jesse. I don't have a problem with even the other cappers disagreeing, but we're never going to have people, you don't know what because the integrity you get from the cappers here. But when somebody challenges people, like on this show, on any of the shows, and some of the guys are a little less vocal than I am. I will go and say, hey, you want to bet dinner on it? You want to bet money on it? Because we really do give you a lot of great content here. These aren't throwaway games. Many of the games you get on the Sports Medal TV, WagerTalk TV networks, guys, become premium plays, or they almost just miss being a premium play for the cappers, And this is what I love about the integrity of our cappers. And we are the first ones to admit when we crap the bed for you, because we are twice as pissed. Brandon, Jesse, Moneyline, Matt, Dionne, myself, we bet our own games. So on winning days, guys, we're twice as happy because not only do we win our bets, you're coming back tomorrow because you won with us today. And on losing days, we're twice as pissed off. Trust me, guys. She can tell you how pissed off I get on losing days. I'm not a sore loser, but I understand this is a business for me personally that I bet my own games. But guys, I'll tell you this. I feel bad for you guys. I take a lot of pride in the fact that you guys put your hard-earned money in my trust and I let you down. So I'm the first guy to tell you I crap the bet. And that's the great integrity, the integrity. My friend D here says, sure, we can have dinner. I like you. He said the public is going to be able. Yes, the general public is going to be all over the Jazz, and I get it, D. But I just want to let you know they get it right every once in a while. Not often, but every once in a while. But we just happen to agree on, and I got it out early. And I do appreciate it. We'll go to dinner when you come to town. You tell us next time you come in. I'll be happy to go to dinner. I'll at least grab a few drinks for you. With you. Jesse can attest to the fact that I always carry bail money on me. So if we get in trouble, we can bail out. Joe Rucker says a great show. The unders will be hitting tonight. Raven Ron, we love you. I love these guys.
We have some great comments
we have great comments. Yeah. We have the best people here.
Can I just throw a comment in there?
Absolutely, you can.
As cappers, we stand by our record, and our record is documented on Sports Memo and WagerTalk. So yeah, I mean, of course we're going to lose games, but the best cappers in the world can hit 58, 57%, and that's the best in the world, right? Mm-hmm. So, and another comment is I never care what the public's betting. I never care who the sharps and who the squares are. I bet who I like, and I don't really care anything else. The only thing I do care about is if they move the line. Mm-hmm. The line moves are the prices that we're buying. So yeah, as cappers, we care about the numbers. We don't care about the teams, but we care about the numbers. And so, the public likes this, that can move the numbers sometimes. But to be honest, I don't care who bets what. I only care about what I bet.
I love the betting insights you get from the cappers. Brandon, can I ask you this? Sometimes you put out games for the upcoming football weekend. Yeah. Monday, Tuesday, correct? And do you ever put in, hey guys, I like this team at this price, but if it moves here by then, do you ever include that in your analysis?
Yes. And as a matter of fact, I was going through your comments and someone commented that the team total for Syracuse is not out on DraftKings or a couple of the other ones. So I'll give another play right now. I like Syracuse on the spread as well. So I think they're going to crush Notre Dame. So bet them on the spread if you don't have the team total. And it's going to move for sure. Yeah, I do. I always put a parameter on it. So I would bet Syracuse up to like 5, maybe 5.5. And right now it's 2 or 3. So yeah, it's always good to put parameters on it because I put my plays out on Mondays basically, and that lasts for a whole week. So yeah, I always put parameters.
Great stuff. By the way, one of my dogs, Teaser, loves your voice. She barks every time you come on. She likes all your information. Let me go.
I'm glad someone does.
No, everybody does. Everybody loves you. Jesse, you look like a gentleman today. Guys, I've been doing shows with Jesse. I've been a friend to him for at least a dozen years. Jesse is always a gentleman. We have a lot
of fun. You guys are stylish today, Joe, not everyone matches their watch to their jerseys either.
Always.
You're looking good, man.
Always. I did notice that you have the Miami hat with the Miami hoodie on. It pisses me off when I see different teams. And if I see different sports, it really pisses me off. And I'll tell you what else pisses me off, because a lot of things piss me off. I guess
you watch, Joe.
You like to watch?
That's sweet.
I love this watch. Dionne got me this one, I think.
I did.
She got me this. She got great taste.
It's nice. It's sweet.
We got a lot of fluff today, guys. But I want to tell you what really pisses me off. If I see somebody wear like a Reebok jersey and they're wearing Adidas Adidas sneakers, pisses me off. Get your crap together, buddy. All right, be in uniform. I don't like. No, it pisses me off. And then I see somebody that are really, if I see somebody like a Syracuse shirt and like a Clemson hat, what are you thinking? Do you just like the conference?
Orange.
I don't like. All right, one or the other. Doesn't work that way. Doesn't work that way. I will go home and change my socks if I got Reebok sneakers on, and then I'll notice that I have like a Nike sock on. I gotta go home. I can't just hide it. Well, you can hide it. No, I'll know. We always know, guys.
I understand I understand not liking different teams.
I want to ask Moneyline Matt this week. Moneyline Matt, we got Randy, our good friend Randy, who chimes in a lot. San Francisco, he says they're going to beat the Rams again this week. You got any opinion on that just yet?
Oh, yeah, I'm going right back to San Francisco. I was wrong about them this week, so I'm going right back. I mean, I love that defense. I love that defense in any rebound spot. And I think the Rams have a lot of problems going right now. When you can't rush the football, there's not a ton you can do on offense. And the Rams are potentially the worst in the NFL at rushing the football.
All right. You mentioned something about going back on San Fran. Let me go to Jesse. Jesse, how much does a team that you like and got beat the last week, how much does that play in your – like, do you say, okay, liked them last week, they didn't show up, but I do think they'll bounce back here. Does that play a part in how you handicap, Jesse, whether it be football, basketball, baseball, whatever?
Well, my answer, Joe, would be not did they lose last week. It's how did they lose last week.
Okay.
So I like betting on teams that say outgained their opponent by 150 yards, had, way more first downs, and they got some bad penalties or some misfortune. They lose the game. I like coming back on them to right that wrong, so to speak. But if a team gets their butts served to them and they really look incompetent, I won't say that I won't come back on a team like that, but it's a little more difficult.
I appreciate the betting insights. And guys, I know we're a little fluffy on Mondays, but it's a long weekend. We come in. I know you guys missed us.
I think Matt has something to say.
Matt, do you have something?
Yeah, I mean, so kind of piggybacking off of Jesse's points, and again, it doesn't always happen, but one play that I was very big on was the Steelers, when the Steelers got absolutely smoked by the Bills. I thought Mike Tomlin would get them going, kind of get that team together, and they would put out a good showing against the Bucs, and they ended up winning that game outright. So I think it is definitely dependent on the team, how they got beat, like Jesse said. But I do like taking those rebound spots when a team just absolutely gets their ass beat, and I think they need to come out and perform the following game.
Okay,
you're never as bad as your worst loss. Yeah,
you're chiming. Yeah, you're right, Brendan. It was pretty. Yeah, it was ugly. You're chiming in on that angle was very fortuitous. D, our good friend D, our new best friend D, who's going to be buying me dinner when he comes to them. He said the Bucs were highly bet with spread tees and moneyline parlay. Would you have thought the Panthers would win outright the other day?
Never.
No, talk to Brendan. Why don't you take it? You didn't have any feeling on that? No.
Well, I'm not a big. I have not had success in the NFL in my history, so I don't really put a lot of high leverage bets on the NFL. But that really shocked me because I thought the Bucs would bounce back from last week, and you've got the best NFL player in the history of the NFL. Yes, he's old. Tom Brady right now with the Bucs reminds me of Joe Montana with the Chiefs. He's still good, but he just can't do it anymore.
I saw a meme this morning I put up that showed a picture of Michael Jordan when he was at the Wizards and Shaq later on in his career when he was all overweight and stuff. He said that's Tom Brady and Aaron Rodgers right now. By the way, Vince from Vegas, who was a regular here, says thank you for the alt play Tokyo. He's on already. We got the best guys. And by the way, one last thing, and then we got to let everybody go. We're going to run down all the free plays, guys. We always do at the end of every show. Don't you worry about it. Somebody said something about Michael Ray Richardson. And he says it was his favorite player. And I got to tell you, man, Garrick, I love that about you. When I was in 8th grade, we're about the same age. I loved him because he was still with the Knicks. I think the first year I went to high school, then they got rid of him. No. I think he left the Knicks in 82. So that's 78 to 82, I think he was at the Knicks. And he was one of my favorites. Just couldn't get off the party materials. But he did go on to a great career. Was a coach of the year, too, later on. So I loved him. He was one of the best. And by the way, if you like Michael Ray, you love Bernard King. He was one of my favorites. And if you want a basketball movie, check out Bernard King's acting debut. And I'm not kidding. In Fast Break. It was a Gabe Kaplan. It was a great movie. They had Michael Warren in it, the great player from UCLA that went on to an acting career. His son is married to Jessica Alba. So if you don't even like Michael Warren, you got to like him because his son's married to Jessica Alba.
With Welcome Back Kotter.
One of the 4 great Jessicas, there's Simpson, Alba, Beal, and Rabbit. And if any man tells you they don't find Jessica Rabbit hot, they're lying. I'm telling you right now. I'm telling you. All right, guys, let me run down the free plays. We did a lot of fluff today. Our producer's going to kill me. Let me run to Tokyo. Brandon, what'd you have for everybody today?
So my free play was Syracuse team total over 23.5. apparently it's not out in some of the books. So take Syracuse on the spread as well.
There you go. I love it. Let's go to Moneyline, Matt.
Tonight, I have the Chicago Bears and the New England Patriots under 40.
I love this kid. Dan, what'd you have for everyone?
I'm going with the Celtics -6 today.
All right. Jesse.
Rhamondre Stevenson anytime touchdown in the Monday Night Football.
One of these days, you and Dr. Chuck are going to send me a guy's name like Jack Clark. I would love that. Please.
I don't think it's going to happen.
I have to double check the spelling on this stuff. Your Sexy and Savory says the Jazz tonight. Yes, it is a general public play. I got dinner with my new best friend D. Guys, I want you to know that if this line goes up to 3, even 3.5, I would still go Jazz. I like this play. It almost made it as a premium. So, Dion, let's run them down. Let's get out of Dodge.
Yeah, so don't forget to follow all of the amazing cappers on today's show over on Twitter. You can find Jesse Schule over at Jesse Schule, Moneyline Matt at Moneyline__Matt. You can find Tokyo Brandon at JP Baseball TV. You can also find Joey over at Joe D'Amico Wins, and you can find myself over at the First Lady of Vegas. And don't forget to tune in the rest of this week for some more amazing guests and a ton of free winners. And on behalf of Sports Memo, WagerTalk, Jesse, Matt, Brandon, and us.
And Pygo.
Good luck,
everybody. Have a winning day. God bless.